Let's just get some fucking placeholder audio to get in here while I'll re-record all this on a day when it's not 32 degrees on the inside of my apartment. I'm in. Fortnite 2, season whatever. This time with aliens, Rick and Morty, Superman, all that stuff. Not relevant. Here, we talk about quad bikes, ATVs, how it feels, how it handles, peripherals to it, the stuff that really matters in games. And a bit about the game as a whole as well, I suppose. But it's all in service to the quad bikes. So let's get things rolling. Let's rev up our 400cc engines, get the tailpipes a-brappin', lean forward, and get our tires in the You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, thank hell not all is lost. Graphically, it's a marvel. This game is a demo of all the ways the Unreal Engine can look pretty. Insane graphics options aren't just an option, they're the norm. The shadow detail, constant fluctuations in lighting from just about everything, variable lighting temperature, the progressing day-night cycle, even though the cycle is so fast it's stupid, texture detail on the models they actually care about, water quality, particles, everything looks phenomenal. In part because the game has a budget of infinity. And because of the game's simple art style, even if you turn down the graphics, not a lot is lost, so the game can run on things as shit as the Nintendo Switch with only minor graphical setbacks. That's even how I first started playing the game and discovered the ATV was in it, sealing my fate and dooming me to this damnable review for a piece of content that was removed from the game 2 years ago. But despite how incredible it looks on a technical level, this game sort of looks like shit. While I'm sure Fortnite started with the most innocent of motivations for its simplistic look back when it was just save the world and had the purest of themes at its artistic core, as it has exploded in popularity, the art style has over time homogenized into a corporate pop art aesthetic. A sort of blandish nothing to allow the crossover content to pop even more. Because if you don't homogenize your art a bit, it'll make it even weirder when Superman, Deadpool, an NFL player, and Rick and Morty Sanchez are all drifting around a suburb shooting AK model rifles into passers-by. So because of how muted and mundane even the wildest non-crossover skins wind up looking, it makes it so nothing ever starts looking wholly out of place. Except for Rick. And some anime girl. The shaders for his guns are cool, but wow, did they have to make some artistic exceptions to get him in the game.
Oh no, challenge pissing!
Alright, with the boring, shitty, stupid part of reviewing a game out of the way, we can move on to the good, fun, exciting part of reviewing a game. How it handles. And let me be frank. Let me be 100% crystal fucking frank. It handles badly. The devs for this game have not figured out how to make a vehicle drive well. If we boiled it down to caring just how the Unreal Engine can handle it, you could call how the cars handle exceptional. Driving off-road in a car with road tires makes handling a nightmare and performance worse. Put the off-roaders on them and they'll suddenly start performing better. Ice, which isn't on the map right now, makes things handle worse. Cars, despite sounding really bad, do have distinct feels when driving them. The zippy Lamborghini-type things have notably more acceleration and feel good when they start up. The trucks handle just a bit better all around than the other cars, and the sedans function. All of them can even be made into quasi-ATV abominations by shooting the tires and slapping on some off-roaders. But despite what MX vs ATV will tell you, those aren't what I'm here for, so how the cars themselves handle is irrelevant. Only the ATV is relevant. But there's an issue greater than how the vehicles handle. The lack of feedback while driving is utterly horrendous.
Weird how it, aggressively autocorrects to stay up.
Crashing into a surface in the BR mode either stops you dead in your tracks or turns it into a cubic hole where matter once was. Sometimes both happens, which feels even worse.
5, 4, 3, video game.
In the party mode, you just ricochet off it and go flying into the sun. For the limitations of the gameplay, as it's all in service of the shooting, This is all fine and dandy, all well and good, but as an experience not in service of the shooting, as an experience called driving, it's abysmal.
I would describe it. It feels like they got the basic coding in, but the actual physics of it is still, you can't move, you have tank controls, and why do you have so much air control?
Things to drive on. There are no tracks for Fortnite except for one loop around the party map, and it's pretty fucking mediocre. Since the BR map is constantly shifting and changing, the overall landscape and topographical map shifts greatly from season to season, which would be a cool thing to cruise on and deliberate on which changes from which season are most enjoyable if I could fucking drive on any of them! Any other tracks that may exist are fan-created and updated as such. So this is, at best, a community-driven experience.
I feel like I'm playing Shadow the Hedgehog again.
Let's talk about the music. It's bad. The stuff on the content creator-friendly radio is inoffensive electronic dance pop. So inoffensive that it's practically offensive. There's so little of note to it that I feel mediocre even mentioning that this game has music at all. All of it is absolutely miserable stuff for the ATV genre. The stuff that isn't content creator friendly is just pop trite garbage. All you can customize is your rider. Not their gear or the quad bike's performance, just how they look, and how the quad bike looks. But in terms of rider options, we got some customizations for you. We got Aquaman, we got Ghostbusters, we got Travis Scott, we got Tron, we got we got Rob Liefeld, we got Street Fighters, we got Zombie Hunters, we got Horror Monsters, we got Dive Kicks, we got Payday characters, we got Messiahs, we got God Killers, we got Major Lazer, we got Streamers, we got Banned in China, we got Fruits, we got Furries, we got everything and more. And they all cost money. Now this may come as a surprise, but this game's got some fine accessibility options. Colorblind modes, plural, the option to disable motion blur, a bunch of other things I can't be asked to care about because it's Fortnite. It's nice, all things considered. A pity it's in service to a battle royale instead of an ATV racing game. With the vaulting of the ATV, why would you ever play it again? The new vehicles don't even come close to being as fun as it was. Even when you modify them for off-roading, it doesn't touch upon the joys of riding an ATV in a well-made game. Just go play MX vs. ATV or something. Crashing fucking sucks in this game. No ragdolls, no funny physics, no knocking people off bikes, nothing. If you slam headfirst into a cliff going Mach 3, you just lose velocity and then keep driving. Heartbreaking.
It's weird to say that this feels like it has really, really sluggish inputs, but it does.
It's not great. Sure, it's probably the most popular game in the world, and likely the most popular game ever, but you're not racing in it. You're killing each other. Not even killing each other like a Twisted Metal game. Oh man, I can't wait to review Twisted Metal games. It's just a third-person shooter with some vehicles here and there to round out the shooting mechanics and make map traversal better. A shame.
Is that it also feels very safe speed-wise.
Overall, Fortnite as it was a solid 3 out of 10 quad game when it was playable. The goofiness of putting rockets on the bike and how powerful it was at destroying anything it touched was genuinely fun and charming, however jank it may have been. But now, it's not a quad game. It's a battle royale. God is in heaven, and all is right on earth. Not applicable, 0 out of 10.